Okay, so now I'm going to show everybody how to break down a chicken, and we're actually going to make my favorite lemon chicken or Italian chicken. So the first thing you want to do when you buy a whole chicken, because in the grocery store now you either have your choice of tenders or leg meat. So if you want the white meat, you're going to have to buy a whole chicken, because very few grocery stores have just breasts right now. So the first thing I like to do is to clip off the wings. So we're going to cut off the little tip of the wing. It's very simple to do. If you can see right here, you can see where it moves. You just want to bring your knife right down onto that little knuckle right there and just cut right through it. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the legs. So if you're looking at the leg here, you can see there's a white fatty piece on both sides. It's almost already separated from the breast here. So what I like to do is just make a little slit on both sides so that you can open it up and you can actually see that it's separate. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pop the thigh bone off the back. And then you're just going to come through and cut. It's very simple to do. No bones to cut through. And then again, same thing. We're just going to pop out that wing bone, or excuse me, the thigh bone, and then we're just going to cut straight across. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to separate the leg from the thigh. This is the leg, this is the thigh. You see there's a white fatty piece going through here. If you turn it over, you can actually see that right here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to cut straight down on that. Okay? And that cuts right through that little bit of cartilage. I'm going to put that there. We're going to repeat on the other side. Same thing. And done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the wings. I like to leave a little bit of breast meat on the wing. So what I like to do is just cut straight down on that. And then we remove the wings. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to leave the chicken, the breast on the bone, but we want to get rid of the backbone. So what I like to do is, if you can see here, we're just going to take our knife and we're just going to cut straight down. Okay? And then you can see where we're just going to cut straight down onto the ribs and remove the backbone. Save your bones. Bones make great stock. And then next we're going to do is we have the keel bone here. We're just going to slice and cut right down through the keel bone and cut straight through the breast. And then I always say I like to have 8 pieces when I cut up a chicken. So you have 2 thighs, 2 legs, that's 4. We're going to cut the breasts in half. And that gives us 8 pieces out of a chicken. The wings are the bonus. And then again, cut it right in half. Now I'm going to get rid of this. Always wash your hands when you're working with chicken. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to marinate up our chicken. So what I like to use is olive oil, generously. About 2 ounces or so, 2-3 ounces. A little bit of basil. I would say probably about a teaspoon of basil. We're going to do the same with the oregano. And then here I have 50-50 lemon juice and red wine vinegar. We're going to pour that right over the chicken. We're going to hit it with a little bit of salt. Fresh cracked black pepper. And then we're going to let this marinate. I would say minimum you want it to marinate for an hour, 2 hours ideally. I would not do this overnight or for longer than 3 hours, because what happens is the acidity will start to cook the chicken and you don't want that to happen. So we're going to let this marinate for about 2 hours, and then I'll come back to you and I'll show you the cooking part of it.